What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. The market was all over the place today, and we saw some crazy movement out of a lot of different stocks. It was great to see that the SPY held its ground and popped up, but we saw a ton of movement out of Bitcoin and stocks like MARA today. Bitcoin exploded up to like $55,000 a coin, which was awesome to see. So in today's video, we're going to be covering the best plays for tomorrow and the important news that happened today. But before we get started, let us know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below so we can cover them in tomorrow's video. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We post brand new videos every single day. But Tom, what happened in the market today?
Yeah, initially we actually saw a lot of stocks gapping down. We can see the SPY was initially in pre-market falling down, and we ended up coming right back down to this 427 support. Looks like we bounced perfectly off of that. And then in the middle of the day, we had a very nice trend back to the upside. And this actually came as Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell offered a short-term suspension of the U.S. debt ceiling to avert the national default that people have been talking about. He came out and said in quotes, "We will also allow Democrats to use normal procedures to pass an emergency debt limit extension at a fixed dollar amount." So that's a very good thing to hear right now. And the markets are loving this news. And as we can see, the SPY's pretty much been trading between 427 and 436 up here at the top. And if we break out up above 436 tomorrow, I could see a pretty good move back to the upside. And this is great news if we end up averting this default. And I could end up seeing the market at least popping up for a couple days off of that.
Great to see it. So, I was looking at the market intraday and there were so many fake outs. Like if we zoom in a little bit, the market gapped down today. It tried to run up at open and then it came down and it came up and it came down again and then it just popped up. So there was so much volatility throughout the day, but it is great to see that the market is popping up. And I feel like there are a lot of opportunities right now with some of these dip buy plays. You guys all know I love DraftKings, but there's also good setups with stocks like Boeing, RCL, Corsair, Redfin. There's a lot of setups out there. Those are just some of my favorite, but definitely keep those ones on your radar. And then, Tom, even with Bitcoin popping off, we saw Mara explode.
Yeah, we really did. Mara had a fantastic day up 4.7%. They had an awesome day, even higher up there around that $40 resistance. And man, we got really close to $40 today and came right back down at the end of the day. I would definitely expect them to continue up if we see Bitcoin flying up tomorrow. And as we can see, Bitcoin right around market open this morning, or I should say right before, just had a very explosive move to the upside. We pretty much flew up like $3,000 on this move. So it was an awesome day for Bitcoin. And honestly, there's a lot of momentum here, and I could see it possibly keep running tomorrow. And look at it right now. We're actually, as we've been speaking, we're actually about to break out of that high from this morning.
Love to see it. And then another stock to keep on your radar is TLRY. So TLRY. This is a MJ stock, and they report earnings tomorrow before market open. So I know a lot of MJ stocks have been struggling so much over the past year, and I know this is a pretty, I guess you can say, anticipated earnings release.
Yeah, it really is. People have really been looking at this one, and people are really hyping it up in Discord right now too. So if it can gain a lot of traction tomorrow, that would be awesome. And like you said, these stocks have been getting beaten down for a long time. And it's almost like we just need a good piece of news to come out to kind of turn the tides in that sector. But yeah, hopefully it ends up going well. TLRY is also kind of double bottoming down here right at $10.75. And, there was lots of people today coming out showing some pretty good wedge formations on TLRY. So hopefully we see a nice breakout soon.
There we go. And then last but not least, we have to cover this Palantir action. So right after we recorded yesterday's video, they came out with news that they got like a pretty big deal with the Army, around $823 million, and they exploded up in after hours, but really, really faded off throughout the day. It was just like a slow downtrend, which was, it was kind of a bummer. I was looking at Palantir in the morning and after hours, and it was looking so good. There was so much momentum, but just a ton of sellers came in.
Yeah, unfortunately, like you said, it just had that really bad downtrend because last night, whenever I went to bed, it was looking awesome. And I really thought that we might hold this ground and maybe get a nice continuation for once with Palantir. we've had a lot of fake outs with them, and unfortunately we just had another one. So hopefully we can get back up there over the next few days. Looks like there was a pretty big support down here around $23, and I cannot believe to say that we're all the way back down towards that again. With that huge rise in after hours and with the deal going through, I was really expecting better movement, but like you said, just kind of a bummer here, but hopefully they end up doing better in the long term.
All right, and then what's going on with GM? I saw that they were all over the place today.
Yeah, they were. Let's go ahead and look at that intraday chart. Look at this. Actually, I go to the 1 minute chart just so we can see it a little bit better. But you can see right around 12 p.m. Eastern or 11 p.m. Central Time, we had a huge move to the upside on General Motors, as they said that they expect to double annual revenue by 2030 to $280 billion in a digital push to see more like Tesla, as CNBC reports. And that's an awesome thing to hear. I really hope that they can double their revenue by then. And that would actually make for some awesome growth out of this company. And, as we can see on the Max Daily chart, they've been doing pretty good. But if we look at the Max Weekly, ever since like the early 2000s, GM honestly has a lot of room back to the upside. Same thing with Ford. I would expect both of these stocks to kind of move in sympathy with each other. And I think they both have a lot of potential for the long term, especially with news like that they're going to double their annual revenue. That's awesome to hear.
Good stuff. So let's get right into today's Discord member of the day, which is The Real Gecko. So huge shout out to you. Thanks for being a great Discord member. You've been with us for a little bit now. So huge shout out to you, and thank you so much for all of your activity within the chat. Tom and I really appreciate it. And then Tom, let's get right into the momentum plays for tomorrow. And with the first one, we have Disney to the upside.
Yep. And with Disney, go ahead and make them break out above 176. They actually have a pretty big resistance right at 176. This is going to be the fourth time now that we've touched it over the past couple days. So if we break 176 to the upside, I could see a really good move.
Good stuff. And with the next one, I should say, we have Pep.
Yep. And with Pepsi, go ahead and make them break out above 155.50. And if they break that in pre-market, then make them break 156.
Sounds great. And then with the last one, we have Moderna, but to the downside.
Yeah, mRNA continuing that big move. And this one's actually right at that key $300 support. And we actually bounced right off of that at market close. So go ahead and make them fall down below $300 even. I even have this one already set up with an alert here. So definitely watch this one tomorrow. If it breaks 300, definitely watch for a huge sell-off.
Alrighty, so we are watching Disney and Pep for potential day trades to the upside tomorrow, and we are watching Moderna for a potential day trade to the downside tomorrow, but only if they break the levels Tom listed. And then Tom, like with Moderna, I feel like it could definitely sell off more, but I feel like this $300 level will be pretty big. So I don't necessarily think it will, crash and burn tomorrow. I think it's a possibility, but I'm really eyeing this one for like a downside play over the next couple weeks because it's really been struggling.
Yeah, it has. And, as we can see here on the chart, it just continues to sell off to the downside. And, it was moving up with so much momentum for such a long time. And we were really waiting for this to happen. And, it's unfortunate to see it down, but hopefully it ends up falling through 300 sometime soon. But I'm with you. That actually might end up holding up. And as we can see at the end of the day, there's actually been a lot of rejection right here and lots of green candles are coming in. So don't be surprised if we see a little bit of a bounce up tomorrow, but definitely watch it. I would definitely put an alert out because if it falls through it, man, it's going to be a pretty harsh sell-off, I think.
Good stuff. So let's get right into the comments from the previous video. With the first comment, we have Alex coming in saying, hell is starting to freeze over. I am green with Palantir. Hope we can all be successful. So yeah, Palantir has been struggling so much over the past couple months, and it was looking so good yesterday, but the sell-off just really, it just sucks. So I still like Palantir for the next couple months and even for the long term, and hopefully we can see like more green momentum.
Yeah, I hope so too, because hell really warmed right back up with this one. I mean, man, it fell right back down, and I cannot believe, honestly, that we're saying that Palantir fell all the way back down to those prices we were seeing yesterday after that huge move. Honestly, that's just such a big move down. And honestly, it just ruined a lot of the momentum for me personally. But I'm with you, Mike. I would really love to see it go back up over the next few weeks.
All right, and then we have Wasan asking about CHPT. So this stock has also been struggling a lot. I like it. It's not my favorite play in the world. Like, I like a lot of stocks a lot more than this one, like DraftKings, Palantir. You could say Redfin, Corsair, Boeing, RCL. There's a lot of good stocks out there. CHPT isn't bad at these levels. And I think, if you're open to more risk, it does have a good potential to pop off.
Yeah, it does. And it's going to have a lot of room back to the upside. And, it is in that like EV/EV charging sector. So hopefully it ends up getting a nice boost up pretty soon. But as we can see, recently it broke that $20 support and it's just been moving straight down since then. But hopefully we can kind of hold up here somewhere around 18. It looks like we're trying to put up some type of bottom down here around 17.50 or $18. So if you see a nice pop up over the next couple of days, I think it could go back up.
Good stuff. And guys, if you're an options trader, definitely check out the first link in the description and the comments down below for daily option swing trades, day trades, order flow bots, custom bots, a great community. You can cancel at any time and you can chat with Tom and myself all day long. We do have a coupon running for around $41 off your first month. Like I said, you can cancel at any time, and we have a bunch of awesome trading bots. Of course, not every play works, but the bots usually do very well. So definitely check it out. It's going to be that first link in the description and the comments down below. The coupon will automatically be applied to the link in the comments and the description down below. But Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, or anything you are watching for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm actually really watching for the SPY to kind of break out up above this 436 resistance. Like I said earlier in the video, there's been a lot of resistance right here. We've touched it a few times over the past few days. But if we see the SPY break out up above this resistance, I'm going to really be looking for AMD to continue their momentum to the upside and maybe break out above this 104.44 high that they had the other day. They broke out above a lot of technicals today, and they also bounced off that $100 support for the third or fourth time over the past few days. I know we were looking for that to possibly break below that earlier in the week, but right now it actually is bouncing off of it pretty well. And if we see the SPY breakout, I could see AMD getting a pretty big move back to the upside. And as we look at it on the daily chart, it's really liking this $100 support.
Here we go. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We post brand new videos every single day. And come join Tom and myself live at Market Open every single day on the Stocked Up Live YouTube channel. The link for that will be in the description down below. But other than that, thanks for watching.